video, I'm going to be showing you a Minnie Mouse ring. And this was inspired by a Kate Spade ring that was released a few years ago, and as soon as I saw it, I loved it, and I put it on my little, hey, I should make one of those list. And it finally came around, so I was like, you know what, I'm actually going to make this. And I did make a few little creative adjustments to the ring. I made it look a little bit more like Minnie Mouse as far as the style of bow goes, and I spread the ears out a little further than they were in the original ring, but I absolutely love this. It is so cute, and it's actually really easy to make rings out of acrylic. And if you've never done it before, I highly recommend you give it a try because it is addicting, and I have made a bunch in the past. And you can even take your little practice nails and make those into rings too if you are interested in that. You can wear some of your little practice jewelry or practice nails as jewelry, which is really fun. So I hope you guys love this design, and you can use the ring making technique, like I said, to make all kinds of stuff. So I hope it, gives you a little bit of inspiration, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
So we're going to begin by sculpting the bow. So I have a silly me, a red glitter acrylic that I'm going to sculpt each side of the bow and create a petal shape to begin with. So there's the first one, waiting until it starts to kind of turn matte. It's sometimes hard to find the exact right moment, but then once you do, fold it in half, leaving the back side open, so it creates that little half bow shape. And then you're going to repeat the process for the second side. When you're making the first side of your bow, try to keep in mind exactly how much acrylic you used so that the two sides of your bow are very close to the same size, if not the same size. Get your petal shape. Again, wait just a second for it to turn matte, fold it over, press it gently to seal the one end, the narrow end, and then once you have both of those sides of the bow done, you can place them together so that they are so the little pointy part is towards the middle, and then you're going to grab a little bit more of that red glitter acrylic to form the part that wraps around the bow. Just pat that out into a thin strip. Let that cure for just long enough where you can pick it up. Once it is able to be picked up, you're going to slide your brush underneath it, pick it up, and then lay it down around the middle of your bow. Tuck in the ends, and then you can just let that bow set there to finish curing for a minute while you are sculpting your two black circles for Minnie's ears. When you are sculpting these black circles, the one thing that you need to do is you need to, again, try to keep in mind exactly how much acrylic you're using so that they are about the same size. Pat them out into circles if they are not perfect, which, a circle is something that is very rarely perfect when you're sculpting it. You can always take and you can file it gently with a hand file and just remove some of the high spots, and you can get that nice rounded shape that you're looking for. Let those cure completely on your nail form backing, and then once you are ready, you can wrap your jewelry wire either around a ring sizer or a polish bottle cap that's about the size you want. You can measure a ring that fits you and see which polish bottle is the right one to use. That's what I always do, except, well, I actually have a ring sizer, but I lost it. So there we are. So now I've got my little ring base, and this is aluminum jewelry wire. So if you are looking for some jewelry wire, I know that Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann Fabrics, any kind of craft store or bead store or, any of those are going to have your varieties of jewelry wire. So just secure the little ring together with some clear acrylic where that transition is, and then grab the pieces of your mini ring. So you have the bow and the two ears, and you're going to start gluing it together. So I'm going to take and just glue my bow down to begin with. So sit it on there and hold that until the glue grabs, and then fill that in with some clear acrylic on the back so that it isn't going to fall off. Now, one great thing about this is that, as you can see, a little bit of the ring kind of wrapped around the front, and if you fill it in around that, it grabs the wire better. If you just sculpt whatever it is on the smooth part of the wire, you do run the risk of it falling off. So you have to make sure you kind of wrap it around the wire in a couple places just to, give yourself a little extra security. Once those ears are rounded out with your hand file, you can glue them right behind the bow, kind of off to the side and right behind. There's the first one. Then I'm going to turn it around so I can see and make sure it's in the same place, and grab the second one, glue that down, again hold it there until the glue grabs, and now we can touch up anything that we want to. I'm going to add a little bit more of that red sparkle to the back of the bow so that it looks nice and rounded for the part that wraps around the bow, whether you're looking at it from the front or the back. Add some clear acrylic to secure those ears down so that they aren't going to fall off anywhere. Then I'm going to apply some 3D glaze over the bow. I decided to go with a glitter bow, so I'm not going to do polka dots, but if you were going to do some polka dots, I probably would have just gone with a smooth red acrylic and not a glittery one. Then brush some nail glue over the ears and sprinkle on some of this beautiful holographic little hexagon black glitters, just to give it some little extra glam. I wanted really sparkly, super glamorous is the kind of concept I was going for with my little Minnie Mouse ring here. Tap off the extra glitter, make sure that glue's dry. You can brush off any loose bits that are on there, and then it is all done. I love it. It's so, I don't know, so glittery and sparkly and glamorous and girly. I hope you guys love this as much as I do. Like I said, super fun to make different kinds of rings out of acrylic, and you can do all sorts of things. And if you are a ring addict like I am, it is a lot of fun to kind of experiment with. So if you're interested, I can find some of my past jewelry ring making videos and link them down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!